Convergence. We are live once again. We are going straight into the world's groups. It's groups, baby. It's groups, baby. Let's fucking
Bangers!
go.
Bangers! Coming from MSG! Let's go! We ain't got time to do an intro!
We ain't got time for any of this shit. Let's go. Gen G and RNG are already on the rift. The champion select dies in banger. The level 1. All right, they totally killed all the hype. But the champion select dies in banger.
Yeah.
Can
What
you
did
tell
you say
we are here with the hype for worlds, for
What
groups?
did you say right before we went on air? I pre-predicted banger.
You said in a different chat, because I'm the all omnipresent Andesian. In another chat for another show that we had to preempt, said, "Hey, it's setting up to be a banger," and this was like right as pick bands had started, right? Featuring my new favorite pick band music, which is what we opened on, because we ain't got 5 minutes to play the group teaser today, or day one teaser. Meanwhile, Gen G, RNG, there's already a level 1 invade coming in here. RNG are gonna, Way is gonna force Gen G out of the bot side red jungle here. I gotta fucking move some shit, or Jesus Christ, everything's fucked right now.
So we're already going after red buff. We got Wade just leveling up. They're not even going through the customary house of fathers. We're like, nope, we're setting up our own shit right away.
This is legitimately one of them games where and these are two regions that are like, yeah, no, we're the number one. We're the number one Korean team. Force flash by Chovy.
I picked Chovy in one of my crystal balls. I mean, prop bets. I mean,
By the way, let's say hi to Generation 2 of Chovy Life Esports. It's now Generation Chovy. But Generation Chovy's in trouble as Wade dives the tower. Is he going to turn it? No!
That was... Damn, and that was nearly a 1-for-1 on that bitch.
I'm telling you, this is one of those regions where everything is so calculated down to like single-digit precision. Now, Peanut has moved up into the topside jungle here, and he is trying to take away this red buff from Wei. He is going to lose it. I think Wei may have seen that he was there.
I don't know. I don't think
I don't think he saw the animation that he's there. Wei and Zhao, who are going to dive Doran now. RNG has shown up and said, you know what? Fuck all y'all haters. I'm the biggest hater. The next person that gets, the next member of Gen G that shows up in front of Wei is getting shot by Graves. Please believe that. As Wei gets first blood.
I mean, I'm not sitting here and saying that I may have predicted RNG to finish first in the group, but
I can't even finish my talking points here. This action is ridiculous right now.
All right, we got Peanut calming things down a little bit on the Scuttle Crab, and we finally 4 minutes in, after first blood, have your How's Your Father's right in mid lane, right near the river.
Oh my goodness gracious, this is getting nuts, man.
Now, RNG, are they going to engage?
All right, so RNG, as I was saying before, they're like, hey man, I'm the biggest hater here. Yeah, we had to play through play-ins. Maybe we weren't so hot, but we got something to prove, right? Like, these are two tournament favorites playing each other right now. And you can tell these are two tournament favorites playing each other right now, just from the pace of this game so far. And the champion select. We have a Poppy Jungle on the side of Gen G. We have a Singed support coming out from Lehens. And as I said before, Chovy on this Gen G team, it is no longer Chovy Life Esports. It is now Generation Chovy. Hashtag Generation Chovy. If we get that trending, I love you all. And somebody at Riot can hire me. I am available for Worlds, especially in Atlanta. Yeah, on the side of RNG, we have Breathe on Jax. Wei is on his signature Graves that the man just knows how to make plays on. Xiaohu is on Lysandra. Gala on the Aphelios, and Ming on the Leona. Now, Gala did not have as strong of a performance as we may have wanted him to have in the play-in stage, but do not let that dissuade you, ladies and gentlemen, as he's currently doing pretty okay here in this lane.
Yeah, he's really holding his own right now, and geez, we're all. I don't even know if we can traditionally say, "Oh, we're deep into the early game," and yada yada, because this could be some weird shit.
Oh,
okay, it was another battle for the Skull Crab.
Yeah, but Peanut got it. Xiaohu and Wei have Doran and Peanut pincered here. Breathe is also here. Chovy is coming up the river, maybe? Chovy is there. They know Chovy is there because he's standing on the Scuttle Crab, which does provide vision. If you stand in that little pool of the Circle Crab there, you are spotted out. So the bot lane on the side of RNG, 30 CS in favor of Gala there. Gen G can't seem to figure. I can't seem to figure out if this is a fasting Senna or if this is a dieting Senna. And if this is a fasting Senna, why the hell did they pick Singed?
I
got nothing. We're gonna have to play out. I mean, that's all we can say. All right, Chovy stepping a little bit forward, putting some poke on Xiaohu. But 4 members of RNG on their way to visit Baron's cousin Shelly, the Rift Herald. RNG are going to be uncontested for this, which I mean, there's 4 people there. I don't think. Oh, look, Breathe is okay. Breathe is kind of nearby. So, yeah. All right, so Lehens is proxy farming the bot wave. Chovy is in trouble. He does the Shuriman shuffle, but it's not enough. The wall goes up, but he goes down.
A 3v1 pick meta showing itself again.
This is not the desperation 3v1 pick meta. This is the we're making a statement 3v1 pick meta.
Hey, meta is still meta. They're just using it earlier.
Like I said, this is not 3v1 desperation. This is 3v1. Hey, we're here. Hi, how you doing? How's your cousin?
Now it looks like we got a confuse setting up some one-on-ones. Oh, wait, Peanut.
Oh, this is just.
Is he gonna? Yeah.
Oh, Peanut is hiding in the bush. They want Breathe to walk forward. They're sweepering the bush. I don't believe Breathe can see that sweeper animation. Breathe goes in. He's on top of Doran, but Peanut's kind of just sitting there. He's like channeling the recall, like, all right, come on, try something, bitch. Try me, bitch. Try me, bitch. And he'll go ahead and safely recall out of the lane. Nothing's going to happen on that setup. Meanwhile, our first Drake of the game today is a Hextech Drake. Great news for me, because that means we could see Infernal Soul. And honestly, I would love an Infernal Soul in this game, because both of these teams definitely put priority on dragons.
Well, I mean, I've already had a Hextech Soul earlier today, so
You've
I
had
can't
a
be
few
mad.
of them today, so don't even.
I'm not mad. I ain't even mad. Ain't even mad.
So our next, it's a possibility. The next dragon in play is an Ocean Drake, which will indeed leave us with the potential for an Infernal, a Mountain, or a Cloud Drake. So they say don't chase the Singed, but this Singed doesn't really have any items, so I don't know if not chasing the Singed is entirely good financial league advice.
They are diversifying their bonds right now, though. Can we see a little bit of a 3-on-3? I think we are.
Yeah, RNG showed up and said, hey, we would like to preach to you the good word of the Wu-Tang Financial. Diversify your bonds, nigga. Diversify your bonds. Yes, I said it.
Again, I ain't mad at you.
Now, Zhao Hu down here in the bot lane against the Singe. Just throwing out the Q poke to do some wave clear here. Wei is here. He wants this CS. Actually, I don't even think he wants the CS. He's content to give it over to Gala. They are going to drop Shelly, however, because they want that chicken dinner plate. They want those chicken dinner plates there. Meanwhile, we got our first MasterCard Mythic here.
Leandri's Anguish.
Yes, we have the burn. Oh, God damn it. The loop button's on again. Here we go. Yes, the burn damage coming out from the Azir here. Chovy picked up the Leandri's Anguish. Thank you, MasterCard, 3 times over. I've really got to remember to turn off that loop button. All right, Lahen's getting grounded. That's about all he's going to do here. He is in trouble. He doesn't realize, but he is about to get tower dove.
They have him surrounded.
Okay. They have him surrounded, but he gets out. This is not FBI. They are not saying, FBI, come out from under the tower with your hands up. Ruler is in trouble, though. There's the Zenith Blade. There's the ultimate. He's dead. Lehens is here, however. There's the backflip, and Wei goes right back, but he's stunned. He's grounded. He's knocked up. Lehens is dead. Gala's here. Lehens is dead.
Wei is dead. Lehens is dead. Gala is there. Jeepers.
This is playoffs. Yeah, I think they might get there. RNG are making a statement here. They're like, yeah, we're just ignore what you saw in play-ins.
I mean,
you didn't see anything in play-ins.
I may be having a pretty shit day with the individual games.
There it is. Ruler, it goes down. Lehens is there. Lehens flips him over. And now Wei is in trouble. Wei is getting knocked up. Wei dies. Right afterwards, Gala shows up. Lehens dies. So they end up trading it 1-for-1. But man, did it get intense there for a moment.
That was the most intense 1-for-1 you're probably ever going to see.
Oh, no, I've seen more intense. Wait until you see, finals.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, so this is definitely not uncontested, but RNG will get the second Shelly.
It's like, okay,
Red and white don't fight for Gala right now. Genji don't want to try to look for an engage here. Wei could have gotten caught out, but he's able to dash out of the chains from Doran. Zhao Hu is trying to keep this mid lane tower up. He's down about 35 CS, 30 CS, give or take here. He is trying to crawl that lead back up. Lehens is flashing over the wall here. They flip him over, but Jax with the leap strike to the ward over the wall. He's in trouble, however. It's 4v0. He's leap striking all over the place.
Wait a minute!
And it's another 1-for-1. What the hell was that?
That 1-for-1 came out of nowhere.
What was that you were saying about more intense 1v1s?
Okay. I eat words. They taste delicious. Wait a minute. Oh, and we got a shutdown.
Massive shutdown gold on to Generation Chovy. He shuts down Gala. All right. You're going to see a lot of Fog. I'm telling you, this Fog of War gameplay out of both of these sides right now is just an absolute masterclass on why vision is important. Okay, well, maybe it's a masterclass on Fog of War gameplay, but you could use it in a lecture as a part of a masterclass on why vision control is important.
It can be.
Now watch this. Breathe is in trouble. He throws the ward over the wall here. He can leap strike to that ward. He is still in trouble, but I believe he popped the ultimate. Yes, he popped the ultimate. So he's gaining some bonus resistances here. He pops the E, which allows him to dodge the auto attacks. He gets the empowered leap strike auto onto the Senna, and the Senna just is like, okay, I'm going to bed now. Good night. My cousin's doing great. How about yours? All right, there's Wei, throws the nearsightedness onto Lehens. Lehens is like, you gonna blind me? I'm gonna throw glue under your feet. I can't see, but you can't move. So while we're waiting this CC out, how's your cousin doing? Because you got to put a New York accent on it because they're at Madison Square Garden. All right, Genji know they're in trouble. Zhao Hu goes in. He's on the flank. He gets the root. There's the stun. Doran is in massive trouble here. And so far, 1-for-0 on the side of RNG. RNG is just, they are putting on an absolute clinic on how to pick off players even in multi-man situations here.
Okay, so they got the tier 2.
All right, so they used Shelly to get the tier 1, but Chovy is going to answer. They're looking for a dive onto Ruler. Wei throws out the ultimate, but it's going to go wide left, and nothing happens. Peanut trying to get Shelly down before it charged, but unfortunately he could not. It does end up charging into that tier 2 tower top side. All right, so Breathe is like, Breeze's in trouble. Genji's like, top dive, top dive, top die. But RNG just magically collapse out of everywhere and say,
hey, heck, here we come. Here's the cavalry. What's up?
Yeah. You killed my top player. Breathe. Sorry, you killed my top laner. Breathe. Now it is time to die.
And now a little bit more.
It's a 3K deficit and 2 Drakes for Genji. This ain't impossible to come back from, but you can definitely. It doesn't look good.
It just like how
it looks like the lead is a lot bigger than it is.
it's like in football. You don't want to be down 2 scores with 7.5 minutes left, but you can come back from it. You don't want to be down like this going into the mid game, but you can come back from it.
And it is going to be an Infernal Soul today as I look over at the thing finally for it to tell me there's 45 seconds left before the first Infernal Soul of today, or Infernal Dragon of this game. What I would absolutely love is to see a 7 Infernal Dragon take here.
No, let's not go that far.
I don't know. With the amount of chaos we're having in this game so far, it's actually entirely possible.
Okay, fair. I'd be willing to sacrifice one of my prop bets or crystal ball picks for something like that.
I mean, that would require Gen G to get Soul because they would have to take the 4 in order for us to get the 7, but... Or, sorry, the 6.
Okay, we got our first one.
All right, we got our first. We got our first Drake so far. This could be huge.
It's a lot of action around the pit. They're like, the hell with the Drake.
The Hens is already dead. Ming going golden. The Infernal Drake still pounding on everybody, but RNG doesn't care. They get Lahens and Chovy on an engage that I didn't even see where the hell that came from. It was like done and dusted before it even started.
RNG was kind of poised right around the Drake's eastern flank going and getting the attack. Gen G just kind of waddled on in.
So hold on a second here because RNG is already on top of Baron. They started Baron. It's already at 1100 HP left. They have Baron. That was quite literally this could get ugly. It's starting to get ugly. It has gotten ugly.
But you could have seen this from long ago. Now, going back to this replay again.
All right, so there's the dive in from the Leona to start the engage. Jax leap strikes in and gets Lahens. Gala is just free hitting on the Aphelios and manages to take Chovy out of the fight. RNG with the Baron. Now this gold lead is up to about 5K. But look at this Baron power play on the side of RNG. Gen G ain't really letting them get a lot of value out of it.
No, it's right now about a 500 almost net loss from where they started.
Now it's an over 1100 net loss right now. Thanks to Chovy taking that tower topside.
I mean, now it's just all right, RNG.
Back. Okay, swung back a little bit here, but so far it's still very much a net loss on the power play for RNG.
You're gonna need to get at least to this to make it even more profitable. So now they're about even. Now it's about even. Now they can start to make it profitable. Like,
now, for those of you who are out there, like, what do you mean even, not even loss? You start Baron with a 1,500 gold on the power play, right? And right now, Doran manages to dash out of the ultimate from Ming. He'll get slowed but not stunned. The Scryer Bloom will catch out the 3 members from Gen G running away because Brave Sir Robin bravely ran away. They don't want this fight here.
They ain't RNG
1,300 only on the power play, but they are in prime position to siege this tier 2 topside turret that should hopefully solidify a solid, well, maybe not a solid, but at least a profitable power play here. Peanut does get into the wall. Xiao goes in with the stun. Ming holds into the back line. Peanut is down, but so is Ming. So far, 1 for 1. The tower still stands.
The fact that they couldn't get to it, Genji said, "You shall not pass," and that closes at 13:62. Those last 15 seconds crucial for Genji sending a message of their own.
So, a 200 gold loss on the power play for RNG there. Successful tower defense there for Genji, however. No, League of Legends is not a tower defense mobile game, but right now, for those couple of moments, it sure as hell felt like one could be.
I have just a brief moment because
so that's what earns me my monkey.
I mean, I was thinking and waiting, and it's like, okay, I at least got 5 seconds. I wish it was only 4 seconds, but that's later in the month.
All right, so Chovy, massive power spike here with the Rabadon's death cap. That is the AP item to build. When you need to burst, it bursts quickly. Oh, he is in trouble. Oh, he flashes, but it's not enough. With him down.
Now who's gonna get on the Drake?
Excuse me.
It is. Wait.
All right,
is
Peanut gonna try for the epic steal here? No, he's not. They want the follow-up fight afterwards, but RNG is like, we're not gonna give you a follow-up fight.
It's like, no, we got what we want.
That's the soul. That is Infernal Soul for RNG. So we're only gonna get 2 Infernal Drakes, sadly.
Yes, I heard the disappointment. I heard the disappointment in your voice. It's okay.
It's not okay. It'll never be okay.
Now after that, everybody is like, all right, we're going to pull the kids in the hall. We're going to slow things down a bit. We're going to go ahead.
So Chovy Tower Esports throws up the Azir Tower. No, nothing. Nothing.
You're getting on screen. You're getting a hashtag.
Oh, hey, okay.
This is a thing. We said we wanted to get it trending.
Yes, Generation Chovy throws up the Chovy Life Esports Azir Tower and barely avoids the Ming ult there. He gets slowed, but there's no stun, so there's not going to be any follow-up from RNG here. Gen G, they want I don't know what they want. There's an objective bounty on the tower, right? Objective bounties are in play here for Gen G. RNG respect the team comp and the potential here. Gen G have started the Baron. RNG definitely know that they're there. They're trying. Breathe is on the top side of the pit. Bing Wei. Ming Wei, Zhao Hu on the bot side.
They're trying to go ahead and perform a pincer
maneuver.
There's
Zhao Hu. The Shuriken Shuffle comes out. Zhao goes golden. Here is the fight. The ultimate from the Senna comes out. Zhao Hu's still alive. Chovy, Generation Chovy takes him down, but it's a double kill out of Wei and a double kill from Aphelios, and Gen G get obliterated. RNG are like, the hell with this. We're not even going to bother with, excuse me. We're not even going to bother with the Baron this time around. We're just going to put an end because you only have Chovy and it's at least 12 seconds. It's between 10 and 25 for the remainder of this Gen G team. RNG are absolutely confident that they can get this done.
There it is.
Chovy is trying, but it is over. Holy shit. RNG just showed up and said, hey, forget about play-ins. Nobody gives a shit about play-ins. The format sucks. We're here. It's groups. We're pulling out the cannon fodder.
Man, I really wish I had gone with my overall gut with like I did with the standings and picking this one, because damn.
What a crazy ass fucking game. I legitimately thought Gen G were going to pull that out there. RNG have actually surprised me here.
I mean, I picked Gen G to win this one, yes. But I said before, I think with the momentum, I think with the chip on the shoulder and everything else, RNG was going to go ahead and win the group. They've laid down the gauntlet.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think that, you know, that's textbook RNG, to be honest with you. They just showed up and said, yeah, hi, we're going to be aggressive in the early game. And if you can't keep up, then, well, sucks to be you, buddy. Gen G tried, man. I'm going to give it to him. Gen G definitely fucking tried, but holy hell.
They held on. They did not make that a runaway by any stretch, but oof. Just oof.
I mean, it never got past an 8.9K gold lead.
No.
So I mean, we even saw it on the Baron power play, right? Like Gen G were trying to prevent.
I don't think they even peaked at 2,000 on that power play.
I don't think so either.
They spent most of that like barely profitable above even, and they had to rescue that during that last minute and a half.
But man, let me tell you, that was a game. We've had Baron steals today. EDG went literally toe to toe with one of the absolute tournament favorites and almost edged him out. C9 disappointing as always. I can't say that. C9 did lose, but I mean, the games today were just banger. Like, I don't know how else to put it.
There's no other way that you can put it. Not for this.
But can you go over our picks real quick? And I will be back in a few minutes. I have to take care of something very urgent.
Absolutely. I will go ahead, share our picks for today on screen, because as you see, it was not the best of starts. I mean, of course, Andesian and I going ahead, we were on the hopium thinking, all right, C9, even with all the drama that they went through leading up to this, all throughout this season, we thought Fnatic was weak, Fnatic was vulnerable. Fnatic just went ahead, pulled a Rick James, what do the five fingers say to the face? Simple as that. Damwon, well, we agreed that Damwon Kia was going to be one of the teams to get out of their group. We just felt, hey, first, second, we differed there, but we did know the G2 weren't going to do as well. Damwon proved it. We also need to go ahead and eat some oysters. We thought 100 Thieves, you know. Good luck to CTDC Flying Oyster. Glad to be here. Everything going on. Again, 100 Thieves, even though, NA, this and that, yada yada. One of the more minor regions. No. Further disappointment. NA not off to the best of starts in groups on home turf. JDG and Evil Geniuses. I flat out had this one wrong. I thought Evil Geniuses, I picked them in Crystal Ball to win the group. You can win the group from 0-1, but JDG is like, we're here, we're Japan, it's on, bitch. And Dejan had me on that one again. He also mentioned Edward Gaming taking it almost down to the wire against T1. T1, my favorite to win it all. They had to earn it. All due credit, and I think Edward Gaming is going to be a bigger force in this group going forward. They're going to carry a lot from this. And for what you just saw, I should have picked RNG. I still say I picked them to win the group. This proves it. Well, this is interesting. So I went ahead, had that, we picked them. So all in all, Andesian starts out with a 3-3 day. I'm at 2-4. So yeah, it was not a pretty start. But alas, that brings us to the end of a wild and crazy day at Worlds. And just think, we got 7 more days of groups left to go.
It is the first World since 2016 that will be held in North America.
뉴욕에는 정말 많은 추억이 있거든요. 일단 제게 첫 롤드컵이었는데 정말 잊지 못할 추억을 많이 만들어줬고
one game away.
이번에는 이제 많은 시간이 지났고 이번에는 다를 거라고 생각하고 있어요.
This is what we live for, this passion about the game. This year, we are going back to New York. The electricity and excitement is palpable.
就我们来这里不是来这里向谁证明的，我们是来书写自己的篇章的。
Competition at Worlds has never looked so heated before.
人生有非常多的不确定性，这一次我要把命运抓在自己的手里。
We made it this far. There are no breaks on this ride. 저희는 전에 우승했었고 여기에서 다시 우승할 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 아무도 두렵지 않습니다. 也许是命运让我们再次相遇，但命运最终也会选择我们。
我曾击碎 LEC 的梦，这次也会再来一次。
메디슨 스퀘어 가든에서 또다시 승리를 가져오겠습니다.
이건 제 마음가짐에 따라 중요한 것 같은데 이번에는 초비가 무대를 장악할 것입니다.
Do you know my name? Do you know my name?
Fast is the fast.
My name is.
This is all you for all.
机会就在我们自己手里。
My name is. Legend.
This is our turn. Bring it on.
Do you know my name? Go. Let's go. My name is. Legend.
And to think, folks, that was just a teaser for everything that happened today.
Yeah. That was the teaser, and well, it definitely teased all right. I think it did a little bit more than tease. My apologies for having to step away for a moment there. Let's just say nature called and did not want to wait.
Yeah, I've had similar moments.
But yeah, no, I mean, going back to the picks though, I will agree with the picks, or at least with the analysis there. C9 kind of fell a little bit flat we were all riding the copium and the hopium. Do I need to put another thing in there?
For what?
I don't know. You're on a random row.
No, I just put that because I updated our daily standings.
I see that. Which means the overall at least for today, the overall standings are exactly the same. But but yeah, no, the C9 versus E versus NA today. NA was not better than EU. As you said, I don't think anybody anticipated Damn One not winning there. Yeah, I mean, I picked JDG over Evil Geniuses because JDG's a heavy tournament favorite. I didn't think Evil Geniuses had enough in the tank to get it over the finish line. Ultimately, I was proven right, but my prediction kind of had a little bit more weight behind it than I kind of was anticipating.
Mm-hmm.
Those two definitely pulled some punches against each other. T1, well, the king is back, baby. All hail the king. The unkillable demon king, Faker.
He said himself, he own a win. This is how it starts.
I don't get nothing for the Elvis reference.
Well, I was going to say more of an obscure TV show, Faker the Unkillable, but
I mean, I thought that was pretty well done. And then obviously Gen G versus RNG. I think you had to see the chaos coming to some degree there, right? But holy hell, that was a good game.
that was a fantastic game.
Honestly, we had some very good games today. I mean, for crying out loud, we had a Baron steal in the freaking CFO game. But geez Louise, I think that Gen G RNG game was the best one today. And that's hard to freaking say. Like, honestly. Like, that's hard to rank.
And
what games are good.
And the fact that you expected that one to be very drawn out, it was looking that way.
I did expect that. I said, hey, don't be surprised if this is our longest game of the day and possibly tournament, because these are two teams that kind of like to go for a longer, weighted out kind of play style. And as you said, we thrive in the chaos. So
we thrive in the chaos, and I'm gonna keep saying it until I'm proven wrong. This is an NA tournament. The meta's going to be quicker.
This is going to be a chaotic tournament. And we thought last year's tournament was chaotic.
I mean, four-way tiebreakers, going over seeding possibilities.
I mean, would we have to dedicate a 2-hour show to talk about seeding possibilities? Yeah, that's how you know there's some chaos going on. But, I mean, we're seeing on broadcast some highlights of the C9 Fnatic game, and you could just tell that Fnatic had an answer to every single combo or play that Cloud9 could think of. And here we go with the Damn One game here. And Damn One just absolutely dismantled G2. I feel bad for G2. and the org, given everything going on with them right now. All right, here's some highlights from the CFO 100 Thieves game. CFO surprised everybody today with that win, to be honest with you. 100
Present
Thieves,
company included.
100 Thieves, like, just could not. The only heist they managed to pull off was the heist at Baron, where they did a legitimate steal there. But, I mean, it was quite literally too little too late. It didn't matter if CFO had gotten that Baron or not. They were able to win the game anyway.
And I mean, with this,
and now we got the JDG EDG game, and again, another one of those, just, I wouldn't say dismantlings, but somebody watched their film. That's kind of what that game felt like.
And with that, NA sank to 0-3.
Yeah, a bad day for NA. I mean, this is week 1 of groups, right? We've always had that meme that seems to come to some actual slight, whatchamacallit, to slight coming true, that NA plays like shit in week 1 and gets better in week 2. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping for NA's sake they really don't do that this year. We kind of need NA to have their this is it's 22, the 4-year NA cycle, home field advantage. I kind of need them to pop off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's go ahead and take a few minutes here before we close out the show. Maybe we can actually keep it under an hour, which would be nice, because I know we did preempt the Broadhurst Watkins Sports Report.
Sports in black and white.
So let's go ahead and take a shot here at week 2 standings, or week 2, or wow, I'm totally out of it. Day 2, week 1 predictions. This is what I get for reading standings while trying to say something else.
Especially since they, had the schedule up on screen, so there was no excuse.
Talk about our picks for tomorrow, because broadcast is done. So that means it's time for us to leave too. Tomorrow, Rogue versus DRX. Honestly, with how much of a tear the DRX were on, they're the only group. They are the only team with more than one game played at Worlds to be undefeated.
Hashtag early caveats.
Early caveats. Well, this is group stage. We finally did get some teams to play on stage for the first time in the tournament and are technically undefeated. So, yes, hashtag caveats. I got to give it to DRX there. I'm also giving it to DRX. I think DRX is on a tear. I think they can't be stopped. And at least not yet.
Not by Rogue.
And definitely not by Rogue. Evil Geniuses versus G2. G2, NAEU, NA greater than EU, EU greater than NA. We've heard the beat 987 million times on this podcast. I believe we even have oh no, that's not that counter. Okay. That's a different counter. I'm gonna give it to Evil Geniuses here. I think Evil Geniuses are gonna go home. They're gonna go back to the hotel room. They're coach is gonna say, "Are you a sissy? Are you a big fat sissy? That's not how you play League of Legends." And they're going to get the old Hank Hill coaching motivational speech.
Okay, now for that one. I was waiting for the last bit about the bottle, but you weren't going that far, so.
Baby, want a bottle? A big fat bottle?
See, was that so hard?
People geniuses
Um,
are gonna pick that up.
T1 versus Fnatic. I'm sorry. This is too obvious for me.
I only have one thing to say about this game. And I don't have the clip. I need to make that clip for tomorrow. I have a surprise for you tomorrow, sir.
Uh-oh.
If T1 wins.
Okay.
But for right now, I will say one thing about this T1 game tomorrow. All hail to the king, baby. I am giving it to T1. Not TI, that's the Dota tournament.
Yeah, which they're wrapping up their last wild card qualifiers.
Yeah, the two of them have been known to run at the same time. All right, so EDG versus Cloud9. Defending world champions who lost to T1 today versus, well, the number one seed in North America and traditionally or statistically the team with the strongest performance in Worlds international play.
I'm calling this a fluke. And what I'm calling a fluke is with EDG. I don't think they're at the level to where they can make a real push to go back to back.
I've got something for this, but I may need you to stall for me for a moment here as I try to find it so that we can get it into the studio properly.
Yeah, because with something like this, NA, Cloud9 in particular, they know if NA starts 0-4, there's going to be a lot of questions. A lot of questions.
I have to agree with you, and I believe tomorrow I am going to be wearing my favorite cologne for the broadcast, which is Body by Jensen. Yeah, you might as well start a counter on this one too, because we will be using it a lot.
Okay, duly noted.
But I am also locking in C9 on that one.
Mm-mm.
I think that C9 will carry. I think Jensen's going to have a very instrumental part in that tomorrow. He looked really good today despite the loss. He didn't have it's a little tough, right? That was a little tough, but I think Cloud9 bounces back tomorrow.
Same.
Now, Top Esports versus GAM. This is like the biggest no-brainer in the history or in this tournament so far. I am sorry to our Vietnam number one seed, but you cannot take down Top Esports. They're like in that pantheon of, semifinals, they're in that pantheon of quarterfinals, semifinals teams. More like semifinals.
Yeah, and again, everybody's like, oh, bigger region bias, yada, yada, yada. Sometimes it's just true.
I mean, Top Esports, a lot of the casters are saying these guys are going to be a lot of casters are putting money on Top Esports. I think right now, honestly, we're probably going to see a semis, and this is just like, shooting off the hip here. You're probably going to see a semis of Damwon, JDG, Gen G, and if I had to put down money and, hashtag bet on Bovada, 21 beats 21. God damn it! Please gamble responsibly. If you need help, the number is on the screen. My gut says T1. The statistics-based analysis part of my brain says C9 or T1. The gut instinct says throw Fnatic in there for good measure, given how they played in the play-ins. The chaos pick says DRX. Kind of coming in as that dark horse out of nowhere. That's put it to you this way. Quarterfinals are going to be very intense for those 4 teams if they make it there, and I do feel that they can make it there. But Damwon versus JG. I'm going to put my faith in Showmaker. We saw how he played last year.
Mm-hmm.
We know he has the capability to take down. I don't want to call him the demon killer, right? Because then you kind of put him on that pedestal of is he better than Faker? Can he take down Faker? Is he going to continue to deny Faker? You know, we do not need this generation's version of look at the cleanse, look at the rules, Ryu, or Faker, what was that? But as I wait for a thing to happen that I think
I was getting back to it, but I also had to edit it.
There we go. My goal is 1 a day. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna try to sneak it in on you too. I'm not gonna make them that obvious. But I think JDG are going to be waking up with the cold sweat after this game, and I'm going to give it the 1.
You know, this makes a little bit of history, right? What's the one thing that we haven't done so far in all of our picks going back to play-ins?
Agree on the same thing completely down the line?
Until now. I think that was more Evil Genius's off day than it was JDG winning. And as you said, NA shitty week 1, it happens. I said in my crystal balls, you'll look out for your top guys now more than ever. Here we go.
Well, we'll see if we're absolutely correct together tomorrow or if we're going down faster than the Hindenburg.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, and by the way, for the record, you need to add another 1 on. This is where you say, "What do you mean?" The cold sweat is the reference. I told you I'm going to make him tougher on you. The beginning of that clip always starts. You wake up in a cold sweat, and all of a sudden, Faker is behind you.
Well, okay. So 1 a day, but do you have a number? Should we call both out and have them put a total on this? What are you setting it at?
You want an over/under? Is that what you're asking for? You want the spread on this?
Yes.
Are we talking for the whole tournament, for groups? Because we had 2 today for groups.
For the whole tournament. Because I know you.
Oh man. Let's put it at 30.5.
Okay. Y'all know what to do, and include the hashtag, because we're going to get something else trending too. Include the hashtag BetOnBovada, retweet, comment, quote, tweet, over under 30.5. We'll see how it goes.
Also, don't forget, Chovy Life Esports has been renamed. The hashtag this year is Generation Chovy. Trying to get that trending too. All credit to Not a Network Pods, Parallel Convergence. That's us. Speaking of that, you want to go ahead and plug us and get us out of here, so that way the Broadhurst Watkins Sports Report,
Sports in black and white,
can go on as initially delayed before we preempted them.
On Twitter, at Not a Network Pods. You can follow that man's screen right at the Indesian. You can follow me at Squid Sports Head. You're going to be hearing my voice a lot tonight, and I promise for the next 2 shows I will be embodied. We are on Twitch at AWP Podcasts, YouTube, search Not a Network Podcast. Give us a like and subscribe.
Don't worry, he's going to be embodied for the finals as well. He just doesn't know it yet, but he just found out.
Wait, I got a what now?
That's right, folks. You heard it here first. There will be an embodiment of Dr. Manhattan for the finals.
You know, this is like one of my favorite news channels. When they crossed 100,000 subscribers, it's like, oh yeah, the presenter is going to be in fancy dress the entire week. He was on vacation when they made that. I feel like this is one of those moments, except I actually heard it.
This is where I expect you to say something about how you're supposed to be the head of the network, and you end up getting trumped on things or whatever.
Yeah,
references to this is why I have blue in my name.
I was just about to mutter that, but you couldn't even let me have that too, could you?
Go ahead.
Mutter names in blue on Discord. Mutter. I was gonna go ahead and plug your personal Twitch too for all of this, but I don't know now.
If you want to watch me on Twitch, you can watch me on Twitch and Dejan. More importantly, we prefer you support our network, Twitch, AWP Pods.
Yeah, you heard him, folks. I've got to go ahead, do a little bit of embodiment, set a few things up. I will be back momentarily over most of these Not a Network stations. But for Parallel Convergence, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you as we get ready for day 2 of week 1 at Madison Square Garden in New York City. And, well, I got to use this clip at least once while they're at MSG. So until tomorrow, be sure to get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.